Hello everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about conscious parenting. It's part of the series of programs that I offer under the main title of Conscious Living. Parents, of course, are a very important aspect of our society, whether they know it or not, but they have a direct impact on the entire society. And I'm going to just share how this is so. So first of all of you who are parents, I want to congratulate all of you. But at the same time, I want all of you to remember that it is a kind of responsibility as well. There is unfortunately or fortunately no formal training available to learn about parenting. But we have a natural gift in the art of parenting. However, to draw on anything we are gifted naturally, we have to learn to become aware or conscious of ourselves and learn the art of hearing to our inner self. Usually we live in such a noisy world, noisy environment that we cannot hear our inner voice. We're distracted by so many things in our ecosystem that we kind of forget to look at ourselves. Right from our birth till our death, we are busy learning about everything else from our parents, family, friends, physics, chemistry, mathematics, English, Mars, Moon, Earth, botany, zoology, birds, animals, ocean, forest, and so on, but never about ourselves. We don't even spend one single day in our entire life most of the time to learn about who we are. None of us seem to have an idea as to who am I? Where have I come from? What happens after death? What is the purpose of my life? Isn't that ironic? If you want to become a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer or a chartered accountant for that matter, we find out a proper registered institute to get trained. We find the right kind of certified teachers, we find a credible institution that provides this kind of teaching, and then we don't just go and take admission there, but follow all the instructions that they give us. And that's not enough. We have to finally give exams and pass in those exams to satisfy our teachers that we actually learned what they were teaching us properly, and then only we get certified to be a professional either doctor, engineer, lawyer, or a chartered accountant. Similarly, there is a given process to learn about life and prepare ourselves to lead a human life. How many of us have followed the process? We kind of missed the bus somewhere, isn't it? Being a parent is like a profession you can handle only after doing, in fact, a PhD. Just a degree is not enough. Because as I said right in the beginning, learning to lead a human life is good enough for ourselves. But when you become a parent and take responsibility of another life to some extent, you in fact are impacting a whole lot of people. Wise people have actually said that the man of the house should be qualified to be like a guru for his family before he gets married. And because of this, whatever actions the wife or the children, are performing, the reactions, the karmic reactions of those actions are actually, given to or come to the man of the house, because he is supposed to be the guru who is guiding what is right and what is wrong, who understands life completely. And the wife who is surrendered to this man and a child who is dependent on this man are only doing according to what they have understood from him, or are doing things that he has given permission for. So once again, if you are the man of the house, then ask yourself, are you qualified? So frankly, in life, even before we can get married and before we can become a parent, we are supposed to qualify ourselves with some things. But we don't think it's necessary to do that. We just qualify ourselves for our livelihood for some reason, and that's it. If your child is not coming up to your expectation, please pause and ask, are you coming up to the expectation of the child? You may be thinking, what am I saying? The point I'm raising is, how different is the understanding that we have about life and what our children have about life? How are we considering ourselves to be more matured? Just because the number of mistakes we have done and therefore the larger number of moments that we have lived so far? That doesn't qualify us. So please think again before we direct our children, assuming that we know what's good for them. I'm not sure we know what is good for us in our lives. What to talk about someone else's life? What do we want as parents from our children? Ultimately, their happiness, right? However, to guide and facilitate our children towards their happiness, we need to understand them and their ambitions. Are we helping them fulfill their dreams? Or are we forcing our dreams and aspirations on them? All of you are sending your children to school. But why? What are your expectations from the school? How did you decide on which school is appropriate to facilitate your child's learning? What is your child's learning style? Does it tally with the learning style what is being provided by that school? What is your child gifted in? What is your child interested in? What are your child's inborn or innate characteristics or qualities? What is best for your child to do because of his innate gifts? Why are you wanting your child to score 99.99%? Do you know if this is really important for his happiness or for your child's future? Why are today's children so stressed out? Are we not responsible for it as adults in the society, and especially as parents? The parents and teachers who are out there to guide and facilitate a child's learning so that he can live a life of purpose, of fulfillment, how is it that we have become villains in that child's life? The child is so terrified to face us. Why? If society is a reflection of the education we are providing in our homes and in our schools and colleges, then please pause and look around what's happening. Is this what we wanted? Few months old getting raped. 8-year-olds, 15-year-olds, 20-year-olds committing suicide. People getting, possessive to the extent that if they really want something, They go after it, and if they can't have it, nobody can have it. So they just finish and kill the person, even if that means killing themselves. Educated, so-called successful people who are employed with multinationals, big companies, with good pay, why are they depressed? Why are they frustrated? Why are their relationships not happy? How come they're killing each other? Young people killing each other just because they can't get along in their relationship. What's wrong? You have to agree with me that things are not all good. We have to relook at what we are doing, and if we have to change something, we all have to do that. Schools and colleges, in fact, are just delivering what is in demand. And who is making the demand? You, as a parent. Are you conscious of this fact? So before we start blaming anybody else, we have to look into ourselves. What are we doing? So if anything has to change in the way we are providing our education system, if anything has to change in the way we are providing the value systems, then it has to start from you, the parent. You have to change yourself in your homes, and you have to change what you are asking for, what you are demanding from the schools and colleges where you send your children. You all have to open up your minds. Please stop acting mechanically. Everybody is sending their children to schools, so I send them to. Then they all go to college, so I send them to. Then they all go for a job, so my child should also definitely go for a job. And a job that really earns a lot. So my child has to look for that kind of a job. It's my prestige issue almost. Everybody then gets married, so my child has to get married. Then to prove to the world that my child can have his own or her own child, then they are being forced into having a child. I was brought up by my parents in a trial and error method, because they didn't learn what parenting was, and they couldn't really tap into how they should be doing parenting from within themselves, and believe in that and not get dragged by what the society told them to do. So I am going to do the same thing. I kind of think I know what I should be doing and what I should not be doing, what I should be forcing my child into and what not. I know the boundaries of my child. But no, I'll not listen to that. Then I'll not be a good parent. Look at what Bablu is doing. My W will have to excel what Bablu is doing. It does not make sense. People, wake up. We have to become conscious. Now the question is, conscious about what? About life. Become conscious about yourself, your purpose in life. Become conscious about parenting. Listen to your child. Observe your child. Help him or her understand his or her purpose in life. Then facilitate them in achieving that for purpose in life. Happiness is nothing but the satisfaction one derives when they achieve their purpose in life. And they go according to what they are meant to do. They obviously do a great job of it. And when you do a great job, the sense of satisfaction, the sense of contentment that you have, nothing can beat that. That's happiness. Everything that happens alongside is manageable. Please, people, please, parents, please, 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 with folded hands, I'm requesting all of you to think about what I have mentioned in this little video and become conscious of your responsibility as a parent. Happy, blissful, conscious life. Bye-bye.